Hello guys, welcome back to Genie Signatures. I know it's been quite some time, but I've been kind of busy. But I have some videos I've uploaded. I know it's a new channel, but please, I'm just going to teach us today how to cut a simple kaftan or bubu in less than 20 minutes. You should be through with it. So I'm going to get right into it now. And please, if you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. Okay, let's get right into it. Okay, so today, like I said, I'm going to be cutting a kaftan or a bubu in less than 20 minutes. You should be through with it, and it's also equally beginners friendly. So what I'm going to be making use today is my scissors, my measuring tape, my chalk, the fabric, the cutting table, and some measurements. I don't have the measurements written down because the measurements you basically need are your shoulder measurement and your armhole. That is basically what you need. But if you need any other measurements as I'm going on the cutting, I'm going to show you. So it depends on what you want, how you want to get it done. But for the purpose of this style, I'm just going to make use of the shoulder and the armhole because I want it to be very free, as in very free. So now let's get right into it. I'm going to be making use of at least 3 yards of fabric, and you can see this is the new direct Kampala, the new one that they use now. So I'm going to make use of this fabric. So it's folded into 4. I'll show you the way I folded it. You fold into 2 and then like this into 4. Into 4. So you make sure that the folded part is towards you, and at the upper part, that is where the folded part is too. So now let's get right into the cutting. So for my full length, the full length of the kaftan or the bubu, I'm going to be making use of 60 plus 1 inch for joining allowance or sewing allowance as you call it. Then I'm going to have 61. It's okay. Then let me go to the upper part, that is the shoulder line. Depending on how wide you want your neckline to be, but for the purpose of this illustration, I'm going to be making use of 3.5 for the opening, and then I'm going to be coming down by 4 inches. Sorry, let me get my French curve. Use your French curve, you connect the neckline. Okay, so you connect the neckline. Remember, I used the 3.5 by 4. That is 3.5 for the opening and 4. Then you connect. Then you come down. So what I have from my neck opening to where is 18 inches. So if you like, you can go for 20 inches depending on how the length of the sleeve you want, how you want it to be, but I'm okay with 18 inches. So now from that 18 inches, I'm going to come down for my armhole. You can use between 12 to 14 depending on how big your arm is or how free you want it to be. But for this, I'm going to be using 13, which is perfect for me. There is the 13. I've marked it. I hope you can see it. Where that 13 is now, I'm going to, for some people, if you want it not to be too bogus, you can make use of your half length, that is your waistline and your hip line. Then you divide your normal measurements into 4, then you add extra inches for freeness to make it free. But because I don't want to use that, that is why I told you that I was going to make use of only my shoulder measurements and my armhole measurements. So from that my armhole measurement, I'm just going to come in from the edge of the cloth here. I'm just going to come in by 2.5 inches. Then I'll connect it straight down. So from there, I'm going to mark 2.5 inches straight down to the length of the clothes. 2.5 inches. Make sure it's uniform. 2.5 inches all the way down. Two and a half inches. In less than 20 minutes, you should be through with this style. It's the most simplest style there is, and it's also in vogue. So you connect the lines. You can make use of your ruler, but because this cloth is kind of it shifts, it moves, and I've seen where I marked the two, so I'm joining the marks together. Then when you get here, you make use of your French curve so that it will help you in curving. Just a slight curve. So you just slightly connect it from your handle, from where your handle is, just a slight curve to just make it curve a little bit to join the two on that you have here. And that is it. We'll cut it. I told you it's a very simple style. In less than 20 minutes, you should be able to be through with it. So, and there we have it. Let me open it up so that you can see what we have. And this is what we have. You can see it is a free gown. But there's something I still want to do because I would like a part of the clothes to be off the shoulder. So I'm going to show you how to achieve that. So what I'm going to do now is from the particular side you want your shoulder to be, like for instance mine, I would like it to be on either side is okay for me, it's fine by me, but I'll go for this side. From the camera angle, this should be my left side, so depending on which you want. So from the neckline, I'll come here. I don't know if you can see, let me shoot the clothes down a little bit so that you can see what I'm talking about. So from this place, I'm going to mark, depending on how off you want it to be, I'm going to mark 3 inches. I'm okay with 3 inches. I don't want it to be too off. I'm going to mark 3 inches. And from that 3 inches, the neckline is already 4 inches. We're not touching that. So from that 3 inches, I'm going to use my French curve and connect it. So from that 3 inches, I'm going to connect it right from there to the neckline. You can make use of your French curve, or if your hand is very straight, you can equally make use of your hand. You can use free hand blades. So now I'm going to cut. So there you have it. So by the time I finish sewing it, one side will come down, like going off the shoulder, and one will be on the shoulder. But when I finish sewing it, joining it together, I'm going to cut a bias strip to turn the neckline. Then you are going to come to the armhole, this place that the measuring. You are going to go in by half inch and half inch. Then from there, you're going to use 1 inch. You're going to join it on the sides to the length of the clothes, and you're going to do the same thing on this side. For the armhole, you use half inch and half inch, and then from under the armhole, you sew it 1 inch down. Then for the length of the clothes, remember you added 1 inch for the folding. Then you're going to fold in half inch, and that is it. So I'll come back after I finish sewing it. Thank you. This is the result of the kaftan bubu. Isn't this lovely? Isn't that beautiful? I told you that you can achieve this in less than 20 minutes. So please feel free to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and please give us a thumbs. Thank you. See you on the next